Good afternoon, Shelley and Kurt. Today, as part of today, we're going to be discussing simple IRA versus SEP IRA for your business at Uncle Jay's. Now, first of all, some of the things we want to think about when discussing retirement plans for your business are one part capacity. So, how much do we actually need to put in the plan to complete your goals and make sure that you guys reach retirement? That's a big part of it. So we'll be talking about the differences between the SEP IRA and the simple IRA as far as capacity, and we'll also talk about your needs currently with your current retirement needs. The other thing we want to think about is employee benefit. So how is this going to benefit your employees? How much do you want to contribute compared to how much your employees you want them to contribute to their own financial well-being and their retirement plans? So we're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk quickly about the penalties. So if you were to withdraw money, there is some differences between these two plans that we want to discuss. And then just overall, we're gonna really find like what is the best fit for you, your business, how much you're putting into the plan, and what could benefit your employees the best too. So we'll kind of think about those things. Given the employees you have, you really only have 2 employees that would actually qualify to be in any kind of retirement plan. So either one of these plans that we're discussing, we're basically talking about 2 of your main full-time employees, unless one of your part-time employees go past 1,000 hours per year, which I don't see happening and hasn't happened in the last couple of years. So looking just quickly, when we're discussing about your retirement analysis that we already discussed earlier today, but what we figured out is your actual needs is going to be an increase of savings of $763 per month, which is basically $9,156 per year. So the first thing we'll talk about with these plans is capacity, and does it necessitate the needs for your own retirement that we're needing to save up for you. So when we're looking at simple IRA versus SEP IRA, as far as capacity, which is the first thing we'll discuss here, there are different contribution limits. So for instance, in a simple IRA, the maximum amount at your age that you can put into is $12,500, which is pre-tax. You're going to put that in and get the tax write-off, or it'll be done through payroll, and you can actually deduct it before you actually get your paycheck, which will save you in taxes, which is great through the business at the moment here. So $12,500 is the capacity of that one. And then when we look at a SEP plan, it's a little bit different, which basically the maximum capacity would be $55,000 total, but it's and or the lesser of 25% of your salary or $55,000. So for you can't put a total of $55,000 in, but just basically 25% of your salary could go into that plan. And then for your salary, last year, Kurt, we got $76,000 as your salary, so 25%. The capacity basically for a SEP IRA with your net income would be $19,000. So it does have more capacity for you to be able to put into the SEP plan as compared to the simple IRA, but does it necessitate with how much we need to put away for your retirement? Not really. So it doesn't really do you any extra good to have the SEP IRA comparative. So the other consideration we want to think about is how much you want to put away for your employees as compared to your employees actually putting away for themselves. So these plans are very, very different in considerations of that. So for instance, a simple IRA go back to that one with a capacity of 12,500. Your employees can do up to that much amount also, but it's basically contingent on your employees putting into this plan for you to match them into the plan. So for instance, if your employee does 1%, you're going to match 1%. If your employee does 2%, and this is all full-time employees, you do 2%. It's a maximum of 3% match for each of your employees. And again, you have 2 employees that are full-time employees. And then compare that to the SEP IRA and the way that works. And again, your employee can put up to $12,500 into the simple IRA, and your match would only be 3% of their salary maximum into that plan for the 2 employees that you have that would actually qualify for that plan. SEP IRA, the difference of it would be if you put 25% of your income into that plan, then you need to also do 25% of the income for your employees. So I think this is a big consideration where you got to think about how much do I want to put away as compared to my employees putting away, and how much of a match do I want to do comparative, and it's totally up to you. My recommendation is that you do the simple IRA compared to the SEP IRA for the 2 simple reasons that, one, we don't need more capacity than what the simple IRA gives. Secondly, you got 2 great employees, and I think they would be really happy with just a 3% match over, well, I mean, anyone would be happier with more money, but you got to think about, you want them to also fund their own retirement plans too. So it's something we'll talk about over time, but my suggestion going forward is to implement the simple IRA right away, and then we'll discuss things and meet with your employees, see who wants to also do the simple IRA, and I'll talk about the match that we have going there. And at this point, I'll take any questions that you guys have, but that's it.